Hey y'all, what's up? Hey y'all, it's been a hot minute since I've been around here to chat with y'all, and I hope all is good. Hmm, long time, been a minute. Been getting to the bag, working hard, doing what I have to do, and I actually haven't been around here in a while, guys. But I wanted to come and chat with y'all because obviously, obviously, shit is crazy this week. I mean, if you're living under a rock, then you don't know about Derrick Jaxn, but if you live in New York, I mean, he's gone as far as the New York Post, guys. Like, the New York Post, honestly. Like, this man, this Derrick Jaxn man. And I'm waiting for my wine to be delivered. So at some point, I might have to go downstairs and, get it delivered or whatever. But, guys, let's just chat for a minute. How is everybody doing, first of all? It is a beautiful day in New York. Right now, it's in the 60s. I really couldn't have asked for a better day. It's a little foggy. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit nicer after it rains. It's going to be a little sunny. So, everything is good in the hood. You feel me? Shit is right around here. I've been working hard, getting these listings and just doing what I have to do. And this Derrick Jaxn shit just took me for a spin, like a loop. And you know what? I have this microphone, but I don't know why it doesn't work, honestly. I'll put this shit in. Maybe it will work when I put it. Let me see, guys. Because I want to have my voice a little bit more projected. Let me see. Guys. Obviously, you saw my table of goodies. You feel me? Let's see if I can turn this on and actually have it work for me. Because I've never been able to actually do that. I've lent it out. You ever lend something out to somebody and then you get it back and it just doesn't work? I was like, why did I lend this boy this little microphone? But thank God it's not the main studio microphone. It's just it's like a little old blue microphone. But I want to know if it works. Hello? Hello? 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't think it does work. I don't know. I think he ruined it. Hello? 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 No. I have to figure out why my blue mic is not working anymore. I have other mics too, but like literally, this is the one I was going to use. Let me see. Edit. See if the microphone will. All right, I probably have to set that up another day. It's hot in here too. Like the heat is still coming up, even though it's not really cold out there anymore. And that's a good problem to have here in New York, but at the same time, guys, what are your thoughts on Derrick Jaxn? Like, for real, can we just chat? Like, what are your thoughts on Derrick Jaxn? Like, this man, first of all, I don't really have a friend who actually ever really listened to Derrick Jaxn. Like, let me be real. Like, I don't really have a friend who ever listened to Derrick Jaxn. I don't really have a friend who ever took advice from Derrick Jaxn. I don't really know much about him. All I know is that he does the same kind of stuff as Kevin Samuels and all these other men out here who are professing to have advice for you guys. And I think type of bitch I am, type of woman I am, I think the best advice is that which comes from within. And so, like, Kevin Samuels to me and Derrick Jaxn, and I don't want to lump Kevin Samuels in with this, but men in general who seek to give females advice, I question them just to begin with. And men like Derrick Jaxn who straight lie to your face. I mean, you can look at the man when he's talking in his videos and know he's lying. Anyone who's worth a damn can look at the man and know he's lying. Every single thing he's ever said through his videos. I mean, I watched maybe 1 or 2 of his videos and I just could not stand his delivery. I thought he was insulting my intelligence. I had a lot of thoughts, and I find it so funny within this whole like debacle and this whole uh, cheating scandal. Him cheating on his wife. So if you guys are not aware, he cheated on his wife. It's been going on for damn near 12 years. They have a kid or two together. Another caveat. Somehow the kid's skin color, they hate the kid. And my thing is like, who are these people and why should they be allowed to raise children? Like this man had an affair with several different women. And the women that I saw that were brought up by Tasha K and by all the other girls, and mostly by Tasha K, but that was just circulating and all that, they looked brown skin and light skin to me. I didn't know where the dark skin was from, which leads me to believe that there are even more women that Derrick has messed with in the course of his 12-year marriage and 14-year relationship with this woman. And I laugh at the whole thing because it's like, why do we keep giving these obviously emotionally immature men the opportunity to give us advice? And I find it very disturbing, and it's like a check to our psyche, right? Like, we need to know why we keep doing this. Hold on one second. Hello? Okay, cool. I'll come down. Thank you. Okay. I'll be back, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. Guys, I'm back. Had to get myself some rosé, made myself a wine spritzer, how I do around here. And they just delivered. Shout out to Bed by Wine. They deliver over here. And they're really some of the best wine salespeople in all of Brooklyn and all throughout the sty, of course. Anyway, so Derrick Jaxn likes dark skinned bitches. Okay. Wow. Like, I just feel like there is so much to be said here. And the number one thing that stuck out to me was the children and the fact that the wife in her expose of herself, which I thought, girl, could have sold her stories to somebody instead of giving it all to us for free on Instagram. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a dark skinned woman who doesn't know anything, who has no value, you can't make this shit up. So when we talk about colorism and we talk about people that really believe that they're better than us, meanwhile wanting to be us, it is a real deal thing. It is the real deal. Like, this young woman, Miss DERRICK JAXN, I guess is her name. I wonder what her actual name is. Like, stop using this man's last name. I mean, I know he's your husband, but he might as well not be. And my thing is, Miss DERRICK thinks that, or maybe had the perception, it seems as though Miss DERRICK had the perception that she was safe out here in these streets so long as her man was dealing with her, because he really likes, dark-skinned women. But at the same time, she thought that she was of higher value because she wasn't dark-skinned, so he would mess with them. You know what I mean? Like, maybe she had the impression that he was dark-skinned, and so maybe he couldn't get someone of lighter complexion. So maybe she thought, like, okay, this man, I'm the best he could do, and, like, he's going to stop fucking with, or stop messing with, rather, those dark-skinned girls over there. And I thought, like, even her rationale, like, I don't even want to... God damn it. I just have to go to her Instagram and just read. Anaya, right? Anaya. Jackson. Damn, I can't find her. I'm gonna follow Derrick Jaxn now. And now I'm gonna go to her page because I know that she's okay. I'm on his page and I have to find her because let me find Miss Denaya. Because I feel bad for her. I mean, I don't know how to spell her shit. Like, she spells her shit mad stupid. Denaya. That's like who gave her that name, first of all? Like, let's start with that. Who the fuck gave you? Oh, here she goes. Who the fuck gave Denaya Jackson this name? Your mother. Listen, sweetheart, you should have changed your name. Okay, my name was Jaquita, and as much as I didn't hate it, I got that shit reduced down to Jackie because that's all people ever called me. And Denaya, I don't know where you think you're going with that name, but before you worry about skin color, if assimilation is all you ever cared about, maybe change your name up. Maybe go by Naya. I don't know. There are so many things that this young woman can be taught. And so before we get into that, let me put my wine in the fridge so that I can stay nice and cold and you guys can check my ass out while I go. All right. So you guys have really, I mean, when I say you guys have really pretty much heard everything. And when I say this girl is batshit crazy, and I don't want to reduce her down to that, but essentially that's what she's done to herself. I want to know.
I have a question. What would God say about your body language in this hour? How would God judge your body language in this hour?
I want to know. Hold on, let's keep watching.
How prepared are you to stand on the spoken word of God and to proclaim victory over sin? When the enemy comes in like a flood, will you drown or will you walk on water? We live in a wicked generation that does not know God, does not see God, does not hear God's word, and does not know how to activate the word of God. Therefore, you are lost.
I'm lost. Okay. So I want to know, in what world does this woman ever think that she could ever stand next to me, that she could ever compete with me? You see, what has to happen in our Black women's community is we have to stop thinking that there's hierarchies to beauty based on skin color. Sweetheart, I'm looking at about 6 or 7 pimples on your face. I don't give a damn what kind of stress you're under. Take care of yourself. Sweetheart, I'm looking at a saxophone that probably hasn't been tuned in years and it's just sitting next to you. Do you even know how to play? Maybe you should have wrote us a nice song and gave us a nice sonnet or something that we could listen to that would communicate your feelings instead of your religious rhetoric and bullshit. I mean, what man wants to deal with that every night? This Bible thumping, basic, like, I'm not hating on her. All I'm saying is I had sympathy for her when I actually saw this. I'm not going to lie. But really, when I got to her page, I don't have a question for you. When I got to her page, and listen, when we were watching Tanya TKL last night and the night before, and she was reading out these, oh my God, when she was reading this, her whole life is on display on Instagram. It's just words. Everything is words. And literally, she went in and in and in about dark skin, in and in and in about her kids and not loving her children and all these things. And what I need to understand is, why the fuck did we need to know that? Why did we need to know that you struggled with your skin complexion? Why did we need to know that you coveted other women's skin complexions? Why did we need to know that you hated your daughter because she had the complexion you did not have and that you coveted? You know why? Because like my mother used to always say, and may she rest in peace, they want to be us. They want to be us. I say that with a straight face because it's true. They want to be us. Down to every last thing that God created us with first. You know, the Black woman was the first woman, the first organism to ever be created in God's image. And our wombs are sacred. Our skin is perfect. Our natural hair is perfect. Our weaves are even better because we are the ones who create them. We take white bitch hair and make it look better than hers. We take anything that we want in this earth and we flip it and build upon it. That is the power of a beautiful, unabashedly, unapologetic Black woman. We have nothing to worry about when there are clowns like DERRICK Jaxn out here. I mean, this is your fit. Like,
I have a question.
Look at her. She's a fan.
What say about your body language
She's a fan.
in this hour? How would God judge your body language?
He would say, I'm a sexy Black queen. That's what he would say. That's how God would judge my body language. And your man would want to hit. And your man would want to fuck. So let's keep it real. We can't sit here and glaze over that. I mean, I know there's a lot of things to talk about in this DERRICK Jaxn story, but we can't sit over and glaze. We can't sit here and glaze over the fact that girl basically told us that she had hated her children because they had something she coveted, which is the dark skin that he loves so much, which is, why is it surprise people that DERRICK Jaxn likes dark skinned women? Isn't he dark skinned himself? Like, why does it surprise people that he likes himself? Biggie bumping outside, you feel me? I can go from classy to ratchet in 5 seconds while girl is thumping her Bible verse. Thumping your Bible verse is not going to get you a man that wants to fuck you every day. A man that wants to have sex with you every day. A man that wants to be next to you every day. And I mean, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck. Most men love variety. He likes chocolate. He likes chocolate. I mean, what are we supposed to say about that? I mean, I know people who like chocolate and vanilla ice cream. And strawberry. There's some people that like all ice cream. So what I want to know is, why does it threaten your existence that the women that he cheated on had, some of them, dark skin? Why must you covet our bodies? Why must you cover our, like, she even went as far to say that she had envied our juices, like the way, like, what video did you watch of your man raw dogging some beautiful black queen and realize like you don't get as wet as her? Like, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I mean, we do have the wettest pussy, but that's not the point. The point is, you can't make this shit up. These women are insecure. I mean, I walk by women. Let me tell you something. Dark skinned, beautiful black queen. Let me tell you something. I walk by these bitches every day when I'm in Miami. I walk by them every day in Brooklyn. And every time I walk by them, I threaten their existence. Don't ever let them tell you that your dark skin is an obstacle when it is the coveted and number one thing that they seek. I mean, what's more exotic than the skin color that not one other person has? I mean, every single person has light, bright, and white skin around here. So when you come, even some of the black girls, even some of the Spanish girls, so when you come out with your brown skin, queen, with not one tattoo on it, no marks, no blemishes, no pimples. You feel what I'm saying? When you come out with your nails properly manicured, you feel what I'm saying? When you come out and your ass is doing what it's supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? Let's kick off my shoes so you guys can see. When you come out and your feet are nice, and your legs and your body, you see what I'm saying? Somebody, man, gonna hate you. And that's all I want to say to my queens. Like, we have been, for years, we have been sitting around here questioning our beauty for years. We've been sitting around here wondering if we were beautiful, wondering how beautiful we were in relation to these other women. And all I've been seeing for the past 15 years nonstop is I've been seeing other bitches, other women that are not us, that don't look like me and you, buying the things that come with us naturally. You see what I'm saying? Buying what comes naturally to us so that they can have Derrick Jaxn. And what does Derrick Jaxn do? He enjoys that store-bought shit you guys purchased, and he still enjoys the all-natural shit that came with us. What do you think? You think a man who likes ice cream and goes up to the ice cream truck, if they don't have vanilla ice cream, you think he's going to walk away from the ice cream truck without any ice cream? He likes ice cream. So if they don't have vanilla, he's going to have to make adjustments. Do they have butter pecan? Do they have chocolate? Do they have pistachio? Because that's how men work. There's nothing she could have done. It was not a skin color thing. And why didn't she emphasize the light skin of the two girls that came out? I need to understand why dark skin was the most emphatic point that she kept. Like, this was one of the details that she kept emphasizing. She said it about 4 times. I'm not going through her page because go to Tanya TKO's video and you'll see what I'm talking about, where she literally reads it out and shows it to you on her phone. Like, this woman really sat there and justified her man's cheating because she felt as though she couldn't attain the skin color that he was looking for. When I looked at who he was cheating with, and I mean, there's some rumor that he has a multiracial baby out here as well. So this man, he dips in everything. He likes all ice cream. This is a Black Beauties channel, which means we talk about Black beautiful women and the beauty within the Black woman. Why do you think it is that this young woman with a very beautiful face, in my opinion. She looks just like my personal trainer. I think she looks like a little heavier version of my personal trainer. Like, my personal trainer is a bad bitch. She really is. And I feel like this woman looks like if my personal trainer had let herself go and gave herself to the Lord, which she would never do because she don't do that shit. She gets on her pole and she exercises and she splits it, and she has a very sexy, fine ass chocolate husband. Sexier, probably, than Derrick Jaxn. So I can see, I literally have a friendship with a woman who is the improved version of this young Denia Jackson, and she has a man who is the improved version of Derrick Jaxn. So I can see what they're supposed to be, and they'll never attain it because both of them are mentally destroyed, both of them. Whatever plan this was in the beginning, this is not the same plan. They've gone from being a couple that was experiencing cheating and infidelity to being a couple that is part of a cult. A couple that I would say preys on dark-skinned women. Like, what do you have? Why is he showing you even the video of why do you even have access to this woman? Why do you even have? I would be so mad if I messed with a man like Derrick Jaxn or any high-powered man, and he has a bitch and he has the nerve to show her a video, because how else would she see it, of me riding him or something like that. And like you're not gonna watch me drip on this man. That is my fucking business. How dare this woman? Can you believe it? Can you believe, like, this woman literally believes that she had the key to everything because she's just a couple shades lighter than you and me? Then she realized that it didn't matter what color the woman was. He was going to cheat on you because of you. Because I'm going to show you why he's going to cheat on you.
I have a question.
Wait, nobody cares.
Let's say about, and I've come to the battle.
I want to see where she says, "You see the bonnet of." You see the bonnet. I want to see that part where she's like, "You see the bonnet." I really need to.
Spirit, which is the word, to proclaim victory over sin. And as God does for me, He is going to do for those of you who believe. Let those who have an ear, let them hear.
Have homeboys, and I could never see them messing with this.
Gossip.
How could a man deal with this before he deals with
to
this?
slay with the power of the Holy Spirit. And I take authority.
Who is this woman?
Master has
She's not a black woman.
Because behold,
I'm going to say she's a Christian woman. Let's give her to the Christian people. And the white Jesus that birthed her mental retardation. And let's leave her right there.
Nothing by any means shall harm you.
My grandmother doesn't even talk like this, and she's a devout Christian.
And I come trampling over snakes and scorpions, and to overcome all the powers of darkness that wants to suck up marriage. And
she trampling over snakes and scorpions like me. She trampling over snakes and scorpions like me. I'm all right. Sting that bitch.
You don't understand this because you don't have kingdom thinking. You don't know
this
kingdom
girl
principles, and you don't know how to.
She told me I don't know nothing about the kingdom yet. Every single one of them women know about her man kingdom because he brought them to the mansion. I mean, girl have pictures with his back.
With that,
when he back walking out, girl have picture. He does videos in front of her house.
On the word of God. And it says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. And as I speak the word of God, an innumerable amount of angels, war angels, are being released to fight the good fight on the behalf of all those who are looking for their freedom.
I have to stop because it's getting hot in here. Something about the war angels. Maybe God is burning me up in my own place. The war angels, the only war going on is the war between your heart and your minds. And right now, I'm going to tell you to calm your heart down. And I'm going to tell you to do something practical which is write down the pros and cons of your relationship on a piece of paper and read it out loud. I mean, I know it sounds simple, but when's the last time she's done that? I mean, she'd rather give us a non-existent Bible verse. I mean, the woman is so biblical. I mean, I was sitting here with my boo thing, and he's a religious man. And the woman's so biblical that she couldn't give us one verse. No Ecclesiastes, no Job, no. She had nothing for us. She had no real verses to give. I mean, I've seen more people in their own videos give her a verse for her life to improve. And I find that to be really funny, guys. I mean, this is the same woman who thought that she could compete with beautiful black queens like us. Happy competing, bitch. You're getting slaughtered. You're getting slaughtered because you're a clown. And you were simple, and that's why you got chosen. And men love simple. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But you know what you should do? You should be simple. You should continue to be simple all the way to the bank and keep your mouth shut. Because you don't have a leg to stand on. If you go any further, the courts might want to take your children the way that they look, the way that you guys look. Your kids look raggedy in those videos that we saw. Like you don't take care of them. You're too worried about where Derrick Jaxn's phallus has been. You're too worried about the dark skin you could never have. You're too worried about the ass that you'll never have. And you know, it's crazy. My friend, who is a St. Lucian man, and you know, he's got a very masculine face, hard face, but at the end of the day, he has a really great man's body, and he's a man that works with his hands, and he makes good money. And to me, you know, he said, first thing when we saw her video, he said, "Whoa, why are her tits all the way down there?" And this is a man who never remarks on a woman's appearance. I mean, this is not a man who tears down women. This is not a man who has bad things to say about women of any color. But he immediately noticed when she was in that black sweatshirt the other day, Monday or Tuesday, that her titties were hanging. And you know why he noticed that? Because he's a titty man. Like, he likes titties. Like, he likes breasts. And he likes women with curves, clearly. And I think he noticed, like, this woman's breasts are hanging. Like, she doesn't even want to put a bra on even. Like, you guys were talking about a bonnet. Girl needs a bra, too. Girlfriend. Black women, we come with heavy chests. You need to put a bra on. I mean, where have you been? I know where you've been, on Instagram, creeping after Derrick. What you should be doing, see, rather than worry about us, you know, so I have some advice for girl, because if she wants dark skin, she's not too far off. I mean, I've seen Becky go from light and bright to tan. So what I'm saying is, go to a tanning booth or go sit in the Caribbean somewhere and tan your skin. You dark enough that you could get down here. You could come down here with us, or up here rather, because we're up to the gods, we're up to the sky. You could come up here to brown with us. You could. All you have to do is sit in the sunlight without your man for a month. Why don't you go, and instead of going to mom's house where you're going to pray, why don't you take some of that money that your man made, and now I'm giving you game, bitch. Why don't you take some of that money that your man made and go take yourself a vacation to a place like St. Lucia, or go take yourself a vacation to a place like St. Kitts, or go take yourself a vacation to a place like Dominican Republic or Haiti or any of these places, Montserrat. Why don't you go sit in the sunlight for a month and write yourself a book you can sell, make your own money, get that black skin you love, lose that weight, clear them pimples, baby. And next thing you know, he's going to be chasing after you again, because a man can fall back in love with a woman. People do it all the time. There are 40 and 50-year marriages where men fall out of love with women and they fall back in love with her, and she don't. But still, rather than put it on us, rather than put it on women like us, you have an opportunity to be someone, sweetheart. You got the purse strings. You got access. Okay, sweetheart. you know what it sounds like to me? Because even when I watch their church videos, which maybe I will show you guys one of those actually. When I watched the church video, what I did realize about the church, the video where this is the video. I'm going right to the church that they go to. And this is, of course, we know this is the Plainest Jane's video. And I actually saw this through Tanya TKO. And I'm not one to really credit and do all that stuff in terms of in the link and in the bio. Right now, I'm just talking with y'all. And I'm just going to show you just when I say.
So y'all be sure to subscribe. Y'all hit that notification bell because you know the service always sticky around. And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Plainest Jane. This is one of my favorite comments here. She says, I loves me some black, and she said, loves me some black news. She says, is it just me, or does anyone else get tired of seeing this? Too, that notification bell helps as well. All of y'all support is
Derrick
greatly
Jaxn
appreciated.
In the church,
so,
right there in the blue
yes,
shirt.
This is
right
a recent video. This is from March the 7th. It's from not too long ago at all. So let me know your thoughts on this. Do you consider this to be a cult? Do you think it's just a weird church? I feel that something is off with the whole situation over there. At first, I felt sorry for the wife, and I just felt like,
I just want to, hold on, because I think what happened was, I kind of might have went past it too quickly.
3, go! There we go.
What kind of place is this? What kind of shit is this?
Do what we gotta do, man. Info about the but things are always sticky and hot, babe. So first and foremost, I hope you're feeling alright. Thumbs up on your way in. But things stated in this video are alleged and to now. Who's going to read the way that she looks, the way that she's dressing, her experiences, and like alleged cult, really. And she posted this in her Instagram stories. This is the church.
His wife posted this in the Instagram
center
story.
Or group that Derrick Jaxn and his wife attend. Okay. You ain't on private party. They went in the private party. Watch what happens. Come out from the private. Come out from the private. Come out from the private.
Come out from the private. That's what D-Man is saying. Come out from the private. I said to my friend, hey, Lucian, who is that? Is that a Haitian? And we figured he was Dominican and she's Haitian. But Sakpase, Mapule, the whole island in Hispaniola, y'all are wild.
Look, oral sex, look. You oral sex. You oral sex. Let that sperm out that
demon.
Out, you demon. Out. Hey, let go.
Don't that sound like your uncle? Demon. Out. Demon. Out. This is bad. Yo, guys, this is really.
And then he came again and he slept with me last week.
Hold on. Let me go back for you.
Go. Look at demo. Look, oral sex demo. You see oral sex? Look, oral sex. Look. You.
That's Derrick Jaxn's church,
use oral sex. Let that sperm of that man out. Out, you demo. Out. Let go. Deliver me to something about them. A demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth.
The demon had a penis?
And then he came again and he slept with me.
I didn't know demons had sexual organs.
The pastor that I need deliverance again. And since then, my private part has been itching.
Boy, who man she was with now? Whose married man was she with? Maybe Derrick Jaxn.
Who are you? Speak. Who are you? Check. Who are you? Look at that demon. Who are you? Speak out. Who are you?
Guys, that is Derrick Jaxn's church. That's the kind of shit that Akagwan in his church. That's the kind of things that is in the psyches of Derrick and Denia Jaxn on a week-to-week basis. I'm sorry, but in this life, there are people. There is a hierarchy, and some people are better than others. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to say it, but them two are the biggest lowlifes. I mean, look at what they partake in. They partake in the most cultish shit I've seen in about since the Charles Manson stories and shit, quite frankly. I mean, you guys, these people are sick, and this woman covets us, black-skinned, dark-skinned women, like Hannibal Lecter and Clarice. Like, yo. And I really feel that's really crazy for us. Like, yo, to think about within all the drama that's happening, she has time to talk about dark skin and dark skinned children, babies, and all kinds of shit while they're getting the demon out. Like, I mean, you cannot. It's all private. Okay, so he's spraying Shinani. He's spraying her vagina with maybe holy water.
By others as strange or sinister. Okay, so again.
Hey, thank you, the plainest Jane, for letting me use that little piece of your video. But quite frankly, that right there should scare all of you. All that took any advice from this man. You should be scared to see this video and to know that that is the mentality that was used to influence your decision making should you have taken his advice. Sorry. Any of y'all who got God, you got God. Listen, everybody gets God sometime. And you gonna be all right. But listen, God, this man is unstable. His church is unstable. His wife is unstable. And from those two little videos I saw, his kids are unstable already. But they can be helped. Someone go get those kids. Where's grandma? Also, I will remark on grandma as well. I know I saw a picture of him and his mother. And the first thing that I said to myself was, that looks weird, but let me not say anything. And then my boy says to me he didn't like the picture with Derrick Jaxn and his mother because he thought that the pose was too intimate. And this is a grown-ass 39-year-old man who says that he thought that this pose was too intimate, like for Derrick Jaxn and his mother. Now you tell me what you think. Do you think that's too intimate for Derrick Jaxn and his mother? You think that's too intimate for a high-value man and his mother? That's not for me to decide. Let the men decide that one. But quite frankly, what does dark skin have to do with the fact that you are religious fanatics? First of all, your husband's not even as religious as you, according to the woman that came out last night. The Jamaican-American doctor that he has been sleeping with has claimed that he's not religious at all. And quite frankly, you're getting something else. He just... You know, he's the worst kind because he knew you were a Christian woman and he knew that if he keeps that image up with you, he could always have somebody by his side to just clean his laundry, cook him food, take care of his pitney them, take care of his children, you know? And you succumb to that and you want us to uphold you and want to listen to your advice going forward. I don't care what your ministry is. I don't deal with nobody's ministry. I only watch one pastor, and I really like his style, Pastor Torrey Roberts. But aside from him, I don't really watch anybody else. I like him because he's reminds me of somebody I could have worked with. One of my boys, somebody who gets money, someone who understands capitalism has to be woven into Christianity these days. We don't have time to sit in the back with a prayer waiting for things to happen. No, we have to do things. So I go with the one church, and I like them. I'm not a big church person, but since the pandemic, I've gotten more into the books, and I really have gotten more into the Bible. And I will give Pastor Torrey all the glory and his wife for giving us Sunday ministry that made us think about who we were and question who we were. Now, if Miss Dania Jackson was serious, she'd go over there. I told my friend I want to know what Pastor T.D. Jakes and Pastor Torrey Roberts talk about this weekend, I know it's going to be related to Derrick Jaxn. They may not drop his name, but they will talk about infidelity. They may not drop his name, but they will talk about mental enslavement. They will talk about Ecclesiastes. They'll talk about those different, not believing what people say, those kind of verses. They will talk about that kind of stuff, I feel, this week, because this is all within the community, and it has to be addressed. And because it has to be addressed, our biggest leaders are some of our biggest leaders are in the church, and I do believe that this Sunday we're going to get ministry that is related to these guys. And if they're not listening, then it was almost not worth it, because who needs it more than them? We don't need that ministry. They need that ministry. I don't know whose church this is, but they need to do a real investigation about the demon that they're getting out. And I don't want to criticize anybody's methodologies, but I think things like this are better left off of the camera. I think it's better for you to leave your religious fanaticism off the camera. I do things. Everybody does things. Everybody prays to who they pray to, does what they do. Hey, but we don't video that. Those are intimate moments when we talk to God. I always said to myself, like, what is religion? Religion and cult are hand in hand to me. I don't think religion means anything. I think I go with Tanya when I say that I'm spiritual, non-religious. I don't do the indoctrination on any level. I'm a free thinker, and I think as a Black woman, that's my responsibility. I actually think that's my whole purpose in life, to be free and to cast the thought process of a free-thinking Black woman upon this world. Since we're speaking like that, since that's how Denaya speaks, I think that I have been brought here to cast a full spectrum of what a free-thinking, free-moving, Black, dark-skinned, beautiful woman is. That's my responsibility given to me from God. If we want to talk like that, but no spiritual warrior. If you want to be a spiritual warrior, give me some Bible verses and give me some prayers. Instead, you kept talking to me like you were ready to slaughter my kids. I was really scared for even my own self watching her. I sat there a little terrified, like, don't let this bitch jump through the fucking computer. She might come for me. I'm dark skinned. she might look at me and be like, were you one of the ones? No, I'm just fucking with you guys, but I'm not gonna sit here forever with y'all. I just want to say, like, if you never thought you were a beautiful woman as a dark-skinned woman ever, and I mean, if those wins last year from the Miss USA and Miss America didn't help you, because we all know that's part of some bigger agenda to mislead us. If that didn't help you, if the image of your face not being on every single channel for the past year in promotion of a vaccine, in promotion of health, in promotion of rebuilding this country, if you haven't seen your own image and that didn't inspire you, then please be inspired by this. Because we have one of the most attractive Black men. One of the most attractive Black men. Hands down, and I'm not even into dark-skinned men that much. I'll be real. I go for what doesn't look like me. So to be honest, I see why they fall all over him. For me, I was never been. He doesn't attract me, so he looks like he could be my brother. And quite frankly, I guess us Black people, we may not do it like that. We like opposites attract. We like to know that we're not messing with anyone who has our same gene pool. So we don't necessarily go for people that look like our brothers and sisters, because Africa is one of the most genetically diverse continents. It is the most genetically diverse continent in the whole world. So rather than deal with your cousins and cousins of cousins, we can just go over to the other tribe and pick someone that looks a little bit different from us. So we don't really partake in that ideology of, and I'm explaining it from my own perspective. I don't partake in that ideology of finding a man that looks just like me. I want to change it up a bit. I like to date anything that'll change it up a bit. I do know I'm beautiful, but I also know that if I mate with someone who is not, that does not look just like me, I know that I am getting a variation of genes, and that does matter. You know, DERRICK JAXN is too close to my gene pool for me to be attracted to him, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm actually on the outside looking in at y'all bitches, fiending for this man, and I'm thinking to myself, they really love him. Why? He hasn't proven that he could do anything. I mean, I was so disappointed to hear the doctor last night with Tasha K, because what it says to me is that he's now going to leave his wife to go up under an even more successful, emotionally weak woman, because she's clearly emotionally weak. To allow a man to talk to her like that and continue to be with him, or continue to try to be with him. Like, fuck it, you're not even with him, but you're going to continue to try to be with the man when he literally has made it clear. Like, yo, it doesn't matter whether he's hanging out your house or taking videos in front of your house. None of that matters. You don't own the in front of your house. You don't own the street. If you didn't want him to take pictures in front of your house, then why didn't you say something? But you wanted that. See, I don't feel sorry for any of these women, because they're going to get what they deserve. All of these dummies. I mean, this world is so crazy. There are so many black women out here who are just complete clowns. All because of what? Because of some ideal that was put in their head by a Bible-thumping bitch like this. Beautiful black queen, you ain't never need nothing but to be happy and that sunlight. That sunlight is all you really need to continue to be beautiful, to continue to be this. Right? My wig is old, but I love my shit. Give a fuck, I love this wig. You literally, that Bible-thumping shit is for women who are weak. Stand on your beauty, stand on your principles, stand on your work ethic, and be nice to men, and you will have one. And DERRICK JAXN doesn't represent all black men. I'll tell you right now, he really doesn't. I hate to think that this is what they want us to believe out here, and this is the agenda that they're peddling, because he doesn't represent man one of my friends, man one of my boys. He just doesn't. He just doesn't. And I'm just letting you know that muscles. I had a man who was muscular before he passed. Let me tell you, if you don't work out for a month, them shits is sagging. You gotta really work your body to keep them shits tight, your muscles. So this man is not to be coveted in the way he is, and I feel like we really uphold these chocolate Adonises or something. Like, they're doing something for us, you know. And really, they're not. All they're doing is running amok through the community. I mean, with all the money that he stands to make, what is he going to do to reinvest in the community? Nothing. He's going to spend his money gallivanting in Miami, sleeping with other people, other dark-skinned women, other Spanish women, because he likes that too. And I think that DERRICK JAXN, he doesn't even need to be canceled at this point, because most women are not messing with him. It's not a cancellation. He has managed to turn everyone off. He has managed to turn off even the most baddest women attention that he had. Because you can't hold water, dude. You can't even keep your main B in line. Because if you're going to have multiple B's, everybody got to be kept in line. You got to keep a G. If you're going to come out here on your value man shit and then ask for permission, then you don't deserve that slot. Because a high value man is going to be honest with even his wife. Hey, listen, I'm on business. When I'm traveling, don't ask me what I do. And she's going to know what that means. See, he was a coward because he was afraid to let her know what that meant. Do I feel bad for him? Hell no. I don't feel bad for him, and neither should you. He's a man like any other man who likes variety. You know what you do, sweetheart? You get a couple different wigs, and you give him variety. One day you give him One day you give him curly hair, next day you give him straight. One day you give him afro, next day you give him braids. Girl, learn how to change up. Learn how to be a different woman every day. Maybe not every day, but learn how to change up. Just when he starts getting used to your look, you put some blonde hair on, spice it up. Just when he gets used to your look, you start wearing a different lipstick. Baby, I don't care what church you're in. I'm from New York where the baddest, whoever liked that video, thank you. I'm from New York where the baddest women go to church. I mean, you go to church and there's fat ass flinging and swinging everywhere. I mean, there is ass for days at some of these churches. And, you know, my aunt goes to Refuge Temple. I mean, people go to Brooklyn Tabernacle. People go to Elam. People go to a lot of different churches out here. And there are too many beautiful Black women in these churches for her to think that she was safe. I mean, there are plenty of them just sitting there waiting to be chosen by the deacon and the usher and shit, and by the pastor and shit. And she really thought she was safe. And then when I look at the videos of her church, I know why she thought she was safe, because that church is full of mentally demented people. That is not a real church, like my friend said. Don't let that represent the church. That is not a church. That's not a church. It's a cult. Like the Plainest Jane said, like TKO said, Tanya, that's a cult. Guys, don't let people that are part of a cult mislead you in your journey for love, in your journey for self-acceptance. Dark-skinned women just know, like I said, and like my mother always said, why do you think they try to tear you down so much? They want to be you. Your skin is perfect. Look at your nose. It's perfect. Your eyes are perfect. Face is perfect shape, body perfect. My mom used to say these things to me when I used to come home and fight with her about my dark skin. And I used to get mad at her and say, if all the Jamaicans, why'd you have to choose the Black as well? And she's like, are you crazy? He looked like me. When she said that, it really made sense to me. It's like, hey, most people choose people that look like them. Only in our community do we venture out for variety. But what I want to encourage Black people to do is you can have variety even within color. You don't have to go full white. You can have variety and have yourself a brown boy. You can have yourself a Black boy. You can have yourself a Black blue boy. You can have yourself a tan boy. You don't have to have a white boy. There are a lot of different boys out here. And they all love us, okay? There's nothing that Derrick Jaxn's wife can do about it. She can't stop men from loving this. She can't stop men from loving this and everything it is. She can't stop that. I'm sorry. I want so badly to give girl a hug, but now that she's made it clear that us bitches, like, you know, we're her competition, I say kick rocks and let a bitch die on a hill. Like, I don't care. Go on a hill and die up there. I don't care. I don't care because this woman doesn't give a damn about me. I don't care because she doesn't even give a damn about herself. I mean, literally, she looked like a clown. Did she realize how she would look when she put on an army fatigue shirt? Because she had a black sweatshirt on and then she switched up to an army fatigue shirt and thought we were going to do something with it.
Is in the spiritual world. Is in the spiritual world.
Did she think she was going to convince you that she was better than somebody looking like that?
Honor, glory, and power to the Most High God, the one true and living God. Jehovah is his name.
In the name of Jesus, I wish she would stop fucking bringing him into it. Disrespectful. I'm not even that religious. And my grandmother would be so mad. She would be so mad. She would wonder why this woman doesn't go sit down somewhere. Like, that would be my grandmother. Why won't she go sit down somewhere? God, don't nobody care about her husband. He done had sex with half the church already. We knew it already. Why don't she go sit down somewhere and start running her mouth? That would be my grandmother's response to this. This girl plays herself so hard that I don't even get mad at Derrick Jaxn for abusing her. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave it right there. You guys, A Black Beauty is out, okay? Peace. Love you. Peace out.